Hi lovelies, welcome back to UG Update. So guys, on this video, let's talk about the Soulmate series guys, and we are going to be talking about an upcoming episode that's about to be going down in the Soulmate series. The episode is quite very interesting, so please don't get anywhere. Watch the video to the very end to find out what is about to go down in one of our favorite Starlife series, Soulmate. But before I continue to the video lovelies, if you are yet to subscribe to UG Updates, please click on the subscription button and subscribe. Don't also forget guys to give the video a thumbs up. Alright lovelies, let's dive straight into the video. So guys, the episode starts with Paresh talking to Kishore. Then Kishore tells about his wife's ill health. Paresh asks how did this happen suddenly. Then Kishore says I don't have money for her test and I wanted help. I need 75,000 Rs. Paresh says I don't have money, my pension didn't get sanctioned. While Kishore says I don't know who to ask for a loan. Paresh then says you know what happened to my retirement amount. I can ask my tenant for advance loan. Have tea, I will just come. He goes out and meets the tenant and then he asks the man to give the advance. He says my friend's wife is ill. The man then says Renuga took the money stating the same reason. Paresh says sorry, I didn't know. While Kishore asks what happened, did you get money? Paresh then says no, I will arrange it in a few days. Kishore then says I don't have time. Paresh says don't worry, I will try to arrange it. Kishore goes, then Paresh says Kishore always stood by me in joy and sorrow. He needs me today and I'm not able to help. Sayali asks didn't the tenant pay? Then Paresh says he said he gave it to Renu for her friend. Sayali thinks of Tejas, then she says I know who she gave the money, your son. He says no, Sachin or Akash. She signs no and says she gave it to your eldest son. Renu then meets Tejas every day, I know where is he. She tells him everything, then Paresh angrily goes to meet Tejas. He sees Renu and Tejas and then he beats Tejas. He scolds Renu and Tejas and then he says Sachin told me again and again. Tejas is going to cheat. He scolds Renu for taking money from tenant and lying to him. While he says enough of this drama, I don't trust you now. She says you don't know how Tejas was living. He says he isn't my son so I just have 2 sons now. While Paresh asks Tejas to return the money to him. Sachin and Akash have a right on it. Renu then says Tejas doesn't have money. The girl he loved cheated him and ran away with money. While Paresh laughs and says don't make a story and don't anger me. Ask him to return my money. He gets angry. Then Tejas says I lost all the money. Paresh says I won't tolerate any lie. Tejas then says I swear that girl ran away with the money. Renu then says he was asking for food at the temple. He doesn't have money to buy food. He lost everything. Paresh then says you lost my 40 years hard-earned money. You cheated me and that girl cheated you. Renu then says we will take him home. While Paresh says he had to return my money if he has to come home. She then says I won't stay there without Tejas. I will stay here. While Paresh says you come alone else don't come. He leaves and then he comes home. Sayali asks him to have food and he says I will have it later. You have it. She asks about Renu and then he says she is stubborn and she won't come until Tejas comes. I ask her to stay there. Sayali then says she shouldn't get punished for her son's mistake. While Paresh says she didn't tell me about taking money from the tenant. How will I arrange money for Kishore? Sayali then says I understand. Renu shouldn't stay there. Call her home. He refuses and then she asks shall I call her? She calls Renu and asks where are you? Then Renu asks why do you ask? Sayali says Paresh asked you to come home. Renu then ends the call. She asks Tejas to pack his bags and come home with her. While Renu and Tejas comes home, Paresh calls Tejas and asks him to leave. She says he has nobody except us. But Paresh says he doesn't need us so he had run away. Renu then says he has suffered a lot. How long will you punish him? She asks Tejas to come in but Paresh says stop. He won't come inside. Renu asks what do you want? He says Tejas has done wrong with Sayali and her family. He has to apologize to Sayali. If Sayali then forgives him, then he can come in. Renu then says this is my house. Paresh says your dad has named this house to you and me. He knew his daughter well. If you have to sell this house, then you can't sell it without my permission and signature. Stop saying it's your house. Renu argues and then he says Tejas has to apologize to Sayali. Sachin then comes home and gets angry seeing Tejas. He starts beating Tejas and then he throws Tejas in Sayali's feet. Wow, that's quite a lot of drama going down on this episode. So guys, I will leave you to drop what you think about the episode and the drama on the comment section. And as you do that, please don't forget that this is still UG Updates. In case if you are yet to subscribe to UG Updates, please and please click on the subscription button and subscribe. Don't also forget guys to give the video a thumbs up. Alright lovelies, that'll be a wrap. Thank you guys for watching up to this point. I really love you guys and I'll see you guys on my next video.